everyone. How are you doing? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm gonna get enchiladas for dinner. I've decided. As my first full, well, actually no, as my second full week working 40 hours, I've decided to treat myself. Do I deserve it? Probably not, but I'm really hungry and I have no food, so we're gonna go out. And then tomorrow I will shop, grocery shop, I mean. Yeah, so today, literally nothing happened. No, I mean, I did my work and everything. I'm fucking sweating. All day, I've been so sweaty. And it's just because, like, my car's warm, my office, the thermostat was set to, like, 64. I turned it down a little bit. You wanna know what the temperature was on the thermostat, though? Fucking 84 degrees. What is that? Why? Why is that? Watch me get into a car accident because I'm trying to take off my fucking sweater. Whatever. Okay. Got it. We're good. Yeah, so really warm in not only my office, but the one that's next door, which is our server room, and that's the one room you really don't want to have warm, and I've had the maintenance man come in to, like, literally manually shut off our vents, and it's still, like, 90 degrees in there for some reason. It's just a lot, and now, like, my AC does not want to work, and I'm just, like, so sweaty. And I can't remember if I put on deodorant this morning. I mean, I feel like I'd smell if I didn't, at this point, for how much I have been sweating today, so I think that's a good thing. This is so nasty. I'm so sorry I'm telling you all of this, but I feel like whatever. I drew a bit today, and it was just kind of like stuff to decorate the office with. I did kind of like faux stamps, like lino cuts. I think that's the word. Basically where you carve into that, like pink, kind of soft, spongy substance, and then it's for like printmaking. You roll ink on it, and then you use them like stamps, basically. I did like a style. I drew some stuff in that style. My main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Ha ha ha. No. My goal, I would like, is to, my company that I work at has a newsletter that they put out quarterly, and I know that they did not hire me with this in mind, and this is not really what I want to do all of the time, but I think it would be nice to draw some spot illustrations for the newsletter. It's all about like organic farming and things like that. My job's kind of centered around that, so I really do love animals and like healthy foods. As we all do. And yeah, I just think it would be fun and like meaningful. It's a dead cat. God, this road, it's a bunch of farmers. I don't know if that was a cat or a dog. I really can't. It was like tiny. It was definitely like a baby. When I first started working here, I had never been on this road, and it's just this long stretch of farmers on either side, and because they have a lot of dogs and like barn dogs, they don't really, I don't want to say they don't keep track of them, but they do get loose a lot, and I used to see a whole bunch of dead ones on the road because I started in the spring, and now I'm starting to see more dead things on the road, and it's just very sad because you tend to roam when it's warmer out, I guess. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah. Today I learned that dogs have belly buttons. how crazy is that? I mean, I guess I kind of knew that, like, without knowing, like, osmosis, right? But at the same time, I was kind of, like, shocked. They don't come out of eggs, so of course they would have belly buttons. You know, it's an umbilical cord. But at the same time, oh my goodness. Why do our belly buttons look so different than theirs? Because, like, they don't even really have them after a certain period of time. Like, why do we continue to have belly buttons? What's the point of that? I don't know. It's a lot of information. Because I've pet my dog so many times on her tummy, and I feel like I would have felt it by now if she had like an innie or an outie kind of belly button, and she doesn't. So, you know, I don't know. But you know what's really weird? So we got her spayed. I mean, I don't know when it was. It was definitely when she was like a puppy, like the normal time you're supposed to get them fixed, right? And I remember being like so heartbroken because I thought, so originally the first dog we had, we did not get him neutered quick enough because my mom didn't think you had to, or we just didn't have the money. I'm not really quite sure what it was. And I was like 3 at the time, so I really just like, I do not have a good memory of it. But we didn't get him neutered quick enough. Like, he was probably 2 by the time we got him neutered, and he kind of knew. Like, I'm not gonna say he knew that his balls were missing, but I do think he was a little more temperamental than he could have been had we got him fixed sooner. So my mom was definitely pro getting Emma, our new dog. Well, she's like 13 now. Her birthday's coming up. Oh my god, I just remember that. Was very proactive with getting her spayed as soon as possible. And so I remember when that was happening, the idea of her like going through surgery was so terrifying and scary because she was just this little thing. She was so tiny, and she comes home like all like kind of messed up. She's got a cone, and my mom got the microchip put in her so we could like, if she ran away or something, they would be able to bring her back. And that also scared the shit out of me because I was like, they put bugs in my like micro bugs in my dog, and I was so upset. And occasionally I can still feel like the scar when she got fixed. It's like higher up on her belly, not super low or anything. And it kind of makes me queasy knowing about it and like feeling it, because it's like I just don't like knowing that she was cut open like at all. I mean, I know you have to do that because it's really dangerous to not have your dogs fixed. You know, it can cause cancer or just them to be very temperamental or just ill. And, you know, I hate having my period. Do I really want my dog to go through that? Jesus, no. Just choked on my saliva. Choked on my own saliva. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. So I know where her scar is, and I felt it before petting her belly, but I just never felt her belly button. If she has one, I don't know where it is. It's a secret, I guess. That was just like an interesting tidbit, a little rant about belly buttons. If we're gonna be on that rant, I'm gonna tell you something really gnarly. So, I kind of took over my mom's sewing room. That's the room I have my birds in. That's the room I was in yesterday when I was making that one video. And consequently, when it was the sewing room, it had a lot of my mom's stuff in it. And then when I slowly started taking it over, it still had a lot of her stuff in it, but I slowly started, you know, encroaching on her space, and I just kept a lot of the stuff that was in there until I didn't want it anymore, and then I would give it to her. And, you know, she didn't really lament the lack of the sewing room after a while, because it was just kind of like a catch-all. We call it the catch-all room, because it had like our computer in there, like our tower, and she just never really spent that much time in there. Like, she always wanted a sewing room, but she didn't really use it all that much, and it was right next to my room, so it made sense that I hung out there. And you know, among those knickknacks was this little hippopotamus, like clay hippopotamus sculpture type thing, but it was like it kind of reminded me of Matryoshka doll. Sorry if I butchered that, I'm not Russian. But it like fit into itself, so it was a container, it held something. And every time I opened it, all I saw was just like a bunch of plastic, and I didn't really like dig further because I didn't care. But when I got older, and I was like, why the fuck do I have this in my room still? Like, this is not mine. Before I gave it back to my mom, I opened it, and what do you know? There was my binky in there from when I was a kid, and that was like rotting. That was dry rotted. And my fucking umbilical cord. Yeah. 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 Gross, right? I asked my mom about it. She's like, why wouldn't I keep that? And I'm like, Mama, that is like flesh. Like dead flesh. I don't know why you kept that. Like, I can kind of understand, right? Like, it's somewhat, you know, I understand when people keep baby teeth. I understand when people, like, my mom kept, like, my first haircut hair. She, like, kept a lock of it in, like, a frame in her room, which, I mean, you might say that's a little strange, too, but whatever, you know, I get it. Those are, like, big things. Losing your first tooth, first haircut, or first genuine haircut, because, my mom was not privy to my first haircut because I went to my dad's house, and his ex-wife, who was a hairstylist, gave me an r/fuck my shit up haircut. So my mom let it grow until it was nearly at my ass when I was like 6, and then she got it cut, and then she kept some hair from that. So, the only thing I hate about working until like nearly 5 is the traffic. I hate rush hour traffic. Sucks. Hate it. Anyway, have your parents kept anything that was once a part of you, or attached to you, or attached to them and you? I'm curious if anyone else shares a similar experience, because it's interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this here. I hope you have a great weekend. Happy Friday. I'm so excited. I'm so hungry. And I'm so sad because the place that the Mexican restaurant is at, that like plaza, I guess, used to have a Joann Fabrics and a Big Lots, and both of them have closed. So I don't have anywhere to like fuck around in until my food's ready, because I will not be eating in. Eating in a restaurant alone is like depressing to me. So I'd rather like just sit at home and watch true crime, you know, like eat my fucking burrito and like be in peace. So yeah, I hope you have a good evening. Bye.